straighten myself out.
Hey everyone. Yeah, hopefully that helps with the audio. It might desync, of course, with the video a little bit. Make it a little odd, but just, you know, deal with it.
Yeah, just deal with it, guys.
Yeah,
Just harden up.
aLive tried, I guess, maybe to get me in, but maybe the game had already started. I don't know. But we're waiting. It's game over 2 between aLive and Super, and I'm actually hoping that's a 2-0, so we can just get this party started. Beyond advances, Patience advances. Actually, Patience has had to face no one yet, as everyone's been walked over. Ah. And looks like there is still one round of 32 matches going on. Seed versus Chinese name. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is. I kind of, you know, I assumed it was Nice. Or Nice, or however his name's pronounced, but it's not.
I think it's nice. aLive remade it with the WCS overlay. That's
oh,
why.
heck yeah. Give me that invite aLive. Thank you, buddy. There it is. Snafu999, Maynard, when is the next series of YouTube videos coming? I'm sorry, dude. I've been working on 3 of them at once. And one of them is going to be released this week, I promise. I promise.
Nice.
It is going to be, this week shall be my Terran highlight video for my first 2 weeks of streaming ever.
Oh, cool. Looking forward to it. You liking that YouTube game, huh?
I've been liking that YouTube game. I've been liking your YouTube game.
I've tried.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoy. I mean, like, it's not like I'm getting like 1,000 billion views, right? Oh, apparently Super 1.
No, like I. Okay, cool. Wow, that's impressive for Super. I think aLive is like way, like I would way favor him in this match. So, cool.
Yeah, maybe Hero broke him. I don't know.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. Like I have one like popular video on my channel, and I have like a bunch of uploads on my channel of YouTube, and I think I've made $3.
Nice. I don't know if I made any money whatsoever.
Worth.
Monetizing.
Okay.
But I like watching the numbers grow, and I still like the. I think people are actually very interactive on my YouTube, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I interact.
Yeah, you do.
If you guys want to join me in interacting on ZombieGrub's YouTube, it's youtube.com/ZombieGrub.
That it is. I had a couple resubs as well. I know OFU resubbed for, what was it, 15 months?
Oh, the big man himself, OFU.
Yeah, 15 months, yeah, exactly. And then Flotch resubbed for 13 months, and is a Stats fan, apparently. Stats fan.
Oh, that's actually one of the best emotes on Twitch. It's way up there with ZGB Nope. It's not as good, but it's up there. It's a top 5 Twitch emote.
Yeah, like I love CGB Nope, okay? Like the amount of times I would have to use that face is the reason I made that emoticon. So I'd have to stop, like, I have this like website bookmark that has all the like emoticon faces that I use. And I would have to like go to the bookmark and then copy paste it in the chat, and I was like, I'll just make this an emote. So much easier.
I saw that emote and I'm like, this is the face I pull 70% of the time when I'm awake. Like this is this is my Twitch emote. She's already got it before I did. Damn it.
Oh my god, everyone, so all the like the cast are joining in here, I guess aLive being a real bro here. Only game available. But first to is Golden. He asks what the score is, and then Naruto joins and asks what the score is, and I feel like I'm just like rubbing it in aLive's face that he lost versus Super.
Yeah. Alright, Super's ready. Yeah, so obviously it looks like the other language streams are covering the same game as us, so unfortunately not a diverse games to follow at the moment. But you know, we're all just trying to get into what we can, so better for them to cast something than nothing.
Yeah, for sure. That's for sure. The other, like, it just is, there's a very wonky bracket today, you know? Like, sometimes you get those beautiful brackets that all line up perfectly, and you're just going right into the next game, and everything, you can tell, like, what the next series is going to be on the other side of the bracket. No, not today. Seed's still way far behind.
Oh, yeah.
I think still a lot of Terrans and Perdosses available. That's what's been happening lately, too, in the Korean tournament scene. The Zergs have been really feeling the burn.
Yeah, they really have. Anyway, in the bottom right here, speaking of burn, this guy's currently down 1 map of the series. He was the GSL Super Tournament finalist. There's none other than aLive.
In the top left is the pink Protoss. He is super, and he is like the one Protoss that is, you know, granted the Dopin Clan tag. Everything else
allowed.
is Terran.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah.
Stay clean. The only drug you're allowed to get high on is StarCraft ladder.
StarCraft. Hell yeah. Man, I've been playing so much Brood War, actually. I know
I tried. I got the PDR and I tried playing a few games, but it is like broken ass shit for me. The PDR crashes
really?
constantly. Games
Oh,
are laggy.
man.
They're horrible. I just haven't had a good time with the PDR, but that's cool. I'm happy to wait for the remaster, to be honest. I'm not as pumped for the Brood War resurgence as everyone else. Like I love Brood War and I watch it, but as a player, I enjoy 2 more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still a bummer about that though. I know there's like I've been experiencing a lot of lag too. Like I just play an IC Cup like 3 days every month. I just go through like spurts of Brood War. And
so you play IC Cup, you're just asking to get beaten up.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
The reason I stop is like legitimately because I would just get, you know, like, to be honest, I just get really frustrated. I like could win like 0 games. I mean, there's a certain point where it's just like, yeah, I'm improving, I suppose, but facing much better opponents. But there's also the mental break. So I'm just gonna stop now.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like being a high diamond player and just facing like 6.2k MMR StarCraft 2 players over and over and over again, and being like, well, you know, this is fun. I like the game. The mechanics great. I like macro mechanics in this game, but boy, am I tired of getting wrecked.
Yeah.
That's you know, I know the feel. I tried out IC Cup for a little while, but I haven't actually touched Brood War in a couple of years. Oh, except for when we played that PC bong. That was the first time I touched Brood War in years.
That was a fun time.
It was a fun time, that PC bang. I didn't do so well in game though. I forgot all the builds. Whoopsie daisies.
Well, I have a Reaper here for aLive, and actually I was gonna try and mention when we were speaking of doping that aLive is on. Wait a second, is he on My Insanity?
Live is on My Insanity. Yes.
It's so hard to remember. Because seriously, these guys don't. They're addicted to their doping clan. I don't know, man.
Now this Reaper should get out of here. There he goes. Doesn't get any damage done, doesn't actually get much scouting information either, other than a Reaper, and our Protoss is always going to make that. What he really wants to see is a Stargate that we see getting down.
And, yeah, did see that, so. I mean, even if you don't see it, the point is you don't see anything, and you still prepare for it, kind of. And he does have a bit of a 1-1-1 going on here, but not a Widow Mine drop. It's not a typical sense. You might still get Widow Mines from that reactor factory, but first Hellions, there we go, Widow Mines right there.
Yeah, there we go. So, you know, aLive is looking like he's already ready for the Adept Phoenix Ball. He has the production structures that he needs. But we got the Hellions coming up here with the Reaper for a bit of a look to see what probe damage they can get done. Certainly not going to want to engage those Adepts. Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, these Hellions really aren't too useful otherwise, but if they are already prepared at the front, I think that is an excuse to, one, let the Reaper get in the back. It doesn't quite work out, and he's going to buy Super. But also, maybe wait for the Widow Mine drop to pair up with it.
Yeah, I feel hitting at the same time from 2 different spots would be pretty good. But unfortunately, you know, that does give the Protoss player time to get more units up and more production. He has Gateways on the way, second Oracle on the way after the first, which aLive, I believe, just saw come into his main here with those units in the middle of the map, but he doesn't seem ready for it. Be careful with his Widow Mines.
I think he's banking on Super, just thinking there are Widow Mines, which Super did, so fortunate for him.
Well, this Oracle passes through the night here, and a couple Widow Mines coming out of the medevac. Super, where is his reactions?
Ah!
Oh, man, I did not expect that to go that well for aLive. I thought Super completely saw this.
I thought so as well. I mean, he was a little distracted, I suppose, but it was like only touching a Nexus. Oh.
Oof. Rough start for Super, but yeah, conversely, great start for aLive. Phoenix is already in production here. Forge on the way as well. Definitely going to be Phoenix Adept for Super as it gets into the mid-game, but how far into the mid-game will we make it with all these Widow Mine drops coming down? Much better split on the probes this time. I need to learn how to do that, by the way. Ugh, God, in the main, though. Oh.
I saw the one sneaking around. I was like, no way it's gonna get kills. And I got, I think, 4 or something. Yeah, 18 total probes killed. I mean, Super, okay, he lost a ton of probes. He did get away with a pretty fast Nexus, so maybe there's a recovery here. But this is a great opener by aLive. Yeah,
really, really strong start. The Terran's going to be very, very happy with this. He's still in at 44 SCVs.
No, he missed.
Oh my god, this is going to hit more probes. He's not pulling them. Oh jeez, Super, please. There we go, alright. So that Widow Mine was incredible for aLive. I was going to say it was good, but now it's an incredible Widow Mine for aLive. And he can get his third base up now. I mean, the good part for Super is, like Zombie Grub already touched on, he already has his third Nexus up. He does have triple Nexus Pro production with those Chrono Boosts happening as well.
Wait, did Oh man, this got like a probe transfer. I got 4 probes. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Goodness gracious. And I mean, when you do this, you don't have a robo really. He has it now, but yeah, it's late to the party. Here comes the observer.
Yeah, that one observer. It's doing the work of what the oracle should have been doing.
Well,
I mean, he had 2 oracles, but.
Lift. There it is.
Okay. Looks like the Widowmine threat is over in terms of harassment, but that doesn't mean he stopped building Widowmines, obviously. Like, he figures he's gonna go up against Adept Phoenix, and he has a very large army on the way. He's up 10 workers, he's up 10 army supply, he's gonna have his upgrades by the time he reaches Super's army, and I don't know, man. I don't know what Super does. Warps in a ton of sentries, that's what.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's making sentries, and that, you know, that's kind of shows that you're being defensive, not offensive. So he just wants to chill here, and that's going to be giving aLive this little bit of an opening. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that Phoenix Adept usually shuts down, so aLive's going to be very, very careful here.
Yeah, the Observer did see that, but the Phoenixes were just so slightly out of position. The drop unloads, and I'm not sure he can deal with it unloaded.
Yeah, now that everything's here, it's got stim, it's got, does he have +1? Not just yet. That's it. Wow.
Dang.
Yeah,
Wow.
shreds him. Damn. Now that's more like the aLive that's how I expected aLive versus Super to look.
Yeah, right.
I'm not sure what happened in game 1, but we've tied up the series, so we can get a game 3.
Yeah, I don't know what happened in game 1 either. Whatever happened, I figure aLive just got some serious revenge because I feel like their game number 1 must have been at least kind of quick. Certainly not like late game TvP, since aLive took a while to actually appear. He thought, of course, that his opponent would have his first round match, and he didn't.
I'm going to try and go for a cheeky perv and see if they put on match history for that one.
Oh.
I'm trying to go for the cheeky peek under the covers. Come on, Battle.net, load
I
for
don't
me
even
one
bother
time.
anymore. I'm the one usually making the lobbies. Hey, Zeph. She's been kind of being cheeky in chat, actually, speaking of cheeky.
Oh, she's cheeky everywhere. In chat, out of chat, she's a cheeky lady. She's asking for nudes, if you guys want to accommodate her. I think the email was, let me scroll up. Zeph's top quality nudes, all one word, at gmail.com.
All one word.
She doesn't send, she only receives, so... yeah, I'm trying to... Yeah, the match history is not loading for me. Rip.
Damn. We'll never know.
I'm being a bit of a laggy llama tonight, I think. It's not working out.
I blame Australia as a country.
Yeah, just Australia on the whole. The whole 19 million of my people are just to blame for this atrocity here. Just trying to cast StarCraft, you guys. I don't actually want a whole lot in this world. I feel like just asking to be able to cast StarCraft from time to time is like it's a pretty reasonable, not even a demand, it's a request.
I think so. Sometimes I think about, you know, all I really need in life is good internet and a computer. But believe it or not, there are a lot of places that don't have good internet or internet at all.
That's true.
I'm
actually one of those people that could live in a dark hole if I had really good internet and a nice computer for a really long. Like I could live there for a long time.
I mean, it's kind of what I did. For like 15 days out of my 30-day stay in Korea, that's kind of what I did. I didn't go out. I just had a super weird like sleep schedule, and I just stayed in a room that was the size. Actually, I think it was smaller than my bathroom in this house. Okay, so it was pretty.
Yeah, I saw the vlog for it a while ago.
Yeah.
I remember.
My new
That
place.
was shortly before Gyeonggi, I believe. Because yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm actually going back in May, late May. Well, really early July or June. Sorry.
Cool.
Yeah, and that place will be bigger. Korea big, which is still not very big, but
Korea big? It'll be lit AF, fam.
Yeah, I hope so. Alright, game number 3 on Newkirk Precinct. In the bottom left is the Red Terran bringing it back. He is alive.
And in the bottom right, winning game 1. We don't know how. I tried to check his match history and I couldn't. Curses. This is super. Again, don't do drugs.
Don't be
Pay no attention to their clan tag. Pay attention to the fact that they are amazing players. And that also aLive is on my insanity, even if he does have the logo here on Korea.
Yeah, exactly. I like to imagine they actually like hired an artist, right, to make a little stim pack. He's so cute.
Yeah. It does look like stim pack.
Yeah.
That's the stuff.
See, now, you said you didn't play a lot of Brood War, but what about the Brood War sounds? Do you use that for StarCraft?
No. I back when you could change the sounds in StarCraft and mod the if you guys remember, or maybe you came to the scene late. Back in the day, people were actually modifying the client very heavily in StarCraft 2 before Blizzard came in and swung their hammer and said, no, it's against the UELA or whatever. So, the terms of service. So, I actually used to have Brood War sounds replacing the StarCraft sounds. Because I will say, as much as I enjoy playing StarCraft 2, the sounds in Brood War are just more iconic, and the music is way better. So, I play with Brood War music.
Yeah, me too. Okie dokie then. Cheeky little super.
Yeah.
Maybe this is just a
little proxy Stargate action.
Yeah, maybe it's a series of proxies and early aggression, but this is something that aLive is not going to be scouting for with an SCV at the very least, and his Reaper's going to take a while to notice that something's amiss.
Yeah. His Reaper expanding, which is obviously, it's pretty good for scouting. I mean, not every Terran checks the proxies before they go to the Protoss base, so we'll see. This is a very, very popular proxy spot, though. Yeah, we'll have to check the Reaper scouting path. He is checking for proxies.
Yeah, either proxies or the probe. Like, honestly, catching the probe before placing the pylon down, nice.
Yeah, that's a really big pick off there for aLive. Like, even though the Oracle is likely going to do a lot of damage, taking away Super's ability to reinforce at the front here, or, put any kind of offensive pylon down or anything like that, because the Mothership Core is floating along here to try and overcharge.
Exactly. He's even got another probe here. He wants to really try and commit to this. I mean, you usually don't get to cancel the command center either, but now he definitely won't, and it's a question of does he even get the reactor to be killed? Because that's like another thing that you think you automatically get if you can get that pylon down. But as you said, the Oracle might be able to do a lot of damage. If you catch the probe being sneaky like that, you might just automatically assume they're doing something even sneakier. So that Wood Mine would ideally go in the main base, but it's actually rallied to the front.
This is one of the horrifying things about Newkirk, is how close the air distance is. The Mothership Core is in here, getting some damage done. She can obviously recall and get out of there. The mine doesn't get picked off.
It's gonna get the Mothership Core.
Yep, see you later. And that's a nice pick off there. The Oracle is still alive.
Okay, the Oracle decides not to.
They can't overcharge the pylon.
That's weird. Yeah, well, that's certainly true. So the reactor's not going to go down, but I thought the Oracle, it had a bit of energy, but maybe he actually... Maybe he cut it, actually, and didn't have the attack still ongoing. Because I thought with the Wood Mine popping on the Mothership Core, that would have been the go-ahead to get at least, like, 6 SCVs. But now aLive has dealt with this pretty perfectly. Wow. He even gets another probe here. That's 3 probes total for this Reaper.
Yeah, this is almost flawless start here for aLive against a very aggressive opening that he all but didn't scout as well. He got the probe at least, but he's in the main... I think he's gotten a probe or 2 already with this Reaper. What is that Reaper on? 5 kills? Damn.
5. Yep.
Woo! What a Reaper. And we got a Viking already out, a bowl of Marines. See you later, Oracles. That's not happening.
Super's getting a Viking right here, which would help against the Viking a little bit, but it's just getting too dangerous. You know, that reactor wasn't punished, and so the Marines are going to be in high enough numbers soon enough. You don't know how many Wood Mines they've bothered producing. In aLive's case, it still seems like only 2, but 2 is going to be good enough. Yep.
It's really... I love just having that Wood Mine out on the edge there. I mean, Protoss these days is pretty good about knowing where those Wood Mines are going to be. So hopefully, for Super's sake, he doesn't take the bait there. Pylon getting taken out. Liberator's already out for aLive, and this is looking like the kind of force that could put some hurt on the front door of the Protoss.
Might be a little risky to send that out. You don't know if they got a Void Ray or not. So, yeah, keep it at the front.
Yeah, bunker going down. Oracle's still lurking, sharking about at the front here, looking for anything.
Revelation, maybe? Thinking about it? There you go. Let's see what the army moves out. I mean, if you get the Liberator, that is going to absolutely ensure that you're just never going to be surprised by it sieging up in your main or natural. Second Void Ray is on the way, in fact. Very interesting composition that Super's going to going for here. Feels a little bit like... I mean, usually you don't see more than a couple of Void Rays unless they're all-inning. And since this is not all-in territory yet, it feels almost desperate. He does have 3 gateways finished now, and he could try, I suppose.
Yeah, it's not I would have expected more gateways if he was going to go all-in. But I mean, you're right. You're absolutely right. You don't usually see this many Void Rays unless you're going for some kind of bust. Stalker's on the way. This is looking like a bust-y composition, but it's not huge in number.
No, I don't think it's gonna work. He lost an Oracle, which is some damage taken away, as well as just that second option to try and swoop into the main base with a natural. Slow warping's obviously not so good. And aLive, he is just like, I mean, if they follow up with an all-in, or they follow up with like Supreme Macro into Adept Phoenix, something like that, you still want to have a similar setup here. So aLive just ain't not taking any chances.
Yeah, you know what? There's Revelation shows Super, a non-bustable Terran.
Yeah, he's gonna wish
you don't come in there.
He's gonna wish that he had just expanded. I think this is also not. This is just not. It's not a bustable composition. It's also one that isn't really gonna be too eager to move out. You know, still gonna wait for the stim. It's probably gonna wait for the medevacs. And you know, a minute ago, had he just prepped for macro instead of making all these void rays, he might have already had a third base down. It'd be risky, sure, but considering his opener, he'd have to take some risks, and he chose the wrong one. He chose to be aggressive.
And you're absolutely right. I mean, he's taking a big hit to his economy. The worker count, 33 probes versus 45 SCVs.
Gosh.
Pretty rough economy here for Super. Got supply blocks as well.
That's
for a little bit back there.
There are those medevacs. Medevacs, tank, stim. I don't think Super has any army that can deal with that. The void rays actually would probably get melted before they could melt the tanks. Unless that force field can do God's work.
Yeah, we'll see if Flash is looking over aLive today. Oh, we do have the Oracle shaving off a couple Marines there with the Stalkers. Free pickoffs. It's always nice, but there's still plenty more Terran where that came from. Super's taking a third, and yeah, like you said, the composition of aLive not really able to move out and secure his third at the moment. As the units get up there in number, of course he can, but this means that Super's feeling pretty safe to be able to take his Nexus here. He's pulling back.
That was a super awkward scan. I didn't even see the Nexus. Yeah.
He saw one probe mining from that mineral patch, I think.
Yeah, I think he knows that their Nexus is down, but they didn't even see like the tech in the main of the army at the natural. It was just one of the worst scans ever, but that's okay.
Oops.
That was his second Oracle, down and out. Yep. So he doesn't have any more revelations or scouting.
And aLive will clean up that Stargate soon when he feels safe and comfortable here. He's looking pretty good. He's getting Marauder production already, Viking production as well, Combat Shield just about to finish. And more Widowmines. He's ready for that mid-game. Super as well, getting that third Nexus. Robo on the way. A Resonating Glaives about to finish. Looks like he wants to hit with Resonating Glaives when you get some damage done with your Adepts. Yeah, he's not going to finish that Shade. But,
I mean, he's going to be able to still have somewhat of that huge boost that 3-base Adept building Protosses have, but it's not going to be as powerful or as quick as in an ideal game for the Protoss, and it's going to look very lame against the amount of Marines that aLive has. It's almost double the army supply, and the upgrade's already done. So you're missing that pretty crucial +1 for his Adepts. Means that the Resonating Glaives isn't. Honestly, he's not even that impressive. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, he's just getting his Forge now. It's his first Forge, I think. Yeah, second Forge. So +1 just getting made right now, and he's got 4 Adepts sort of heading around the top here. But aLive is not going to let those do too much, I don't think. I mean, they could start shading, maybe get into the natural.
Interesting. Sometimes you see that the Terrans lift the factory, and every time I see it, because it's not consistent with anyone, I'm just like, why? Are Widowmines pretty good? Maybe no? Maybe not? I don't know.
Well, last I checked, they're not too bad. Adepts coming in here, and they are going to get some SCV kills.
Yeah. Alright, so... yeah. Not too many to be noteworthy. I guess aLive did stop making SCVs, as he did transfer a lot of workers from his main base, so 44 doesn't look that impressive compared to Super's 60, but keep in mind that he is also oversaturated, so 60 isn't quite true.
Yeah, he's had his all 3, I was checking his Nexus, and all 3 of them are chrono boosting out probes 3 at a time, and that's insane worker production for the Protoss there. 1-1 on the way for him, 1-1 about to finish for aLive, and he's starting to push here. I actually think this army can do pretty well against Super.
Oh yeah, I think it's going to demolish it. These force fields have to be, like, either time buying or army splitting, but they got to be good. That's the point I'm trying to make here. By the way, before getting the action, thanks to Wardy, I believe we missed that. Thank you so much for the resub. Big guy himself.
Yeah, 15 months. Wow. The big man.
Oh, those did not stop the army.
Yeah, a lot of these Marines aren't fighting, but there is still so much more where that came from, and these tanks aren't even sieged yet. They're not even ready for their time. And the Void Ray, there's only 1 left, and it looks like it has maybe 2 or 3 hit points left. And the Adept run by here, trying to get some worker damage done, but the real story is this army of of aLive is just pressing the issue here. Vikings landing, there's no Colossus to be seen. GG! aLive crushes him in those 2 games. Now, still, I'm wondering what happened in game number 1, because those 2 games looked exactly how I thought aLive versus Super would look.
Right?
But game 1.
I want to say aLive, or sorry, Super went for a Colossus build, actually, which I know isn't as a hot topic lately as Phoenix Adept, but has, in the past 2 days, felt like it's tripped up Terrans more than Phoenix Adept. I don't know. It's been
yeah,
weird.
actually, I have been trying the stats Colossus, like the 2-base Colossus into Double Forge. Colossus Double Forge. I feel it's super strong. Like, even in my noobiness, I can pull it off very easily against someone that, you know, does your regular Marine bio drop play. Very powerful. And you can transition out of Colossus too if there's too many, like, if there's too many Vikings, you get Disruptors or whatever. It's good.
Different way to play.
The match history wasn't hidden, but the build order is not loading. So we're getting blue balls over here.
Well, we're going to be getting into aLive versus Impact very soon here. So I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break. Thanks for watching, guys. Be right back with a TVZ.